Hi there, today I'm making a rice and beef stir fry. So here with me I've got some diced beef. I've also got some tomato sauce that I made earlier, which is literally just passata, some mixed herbs and some all-purpose seasoning. I've also got with me some chopped up onions, which I'll be using, and some sliced peppers. I've chosen some red peppers today and also some yellow. It's up to you whatever you use, obviously. You can also chuck in some mushrooms or something like that if you want to. Here on this hob already we've got the rice boiling away, and we're good to go. So first of all, what we need to do is just add some olive oil to the frying pan here. This will be used to sear the beef that we're cooking today. It's really simple. Get your beef and pour it into the frying pan. Once you've done that, add some onions in there as well. This helps the flavour of the meat itself and it helps to seal it nicely. I like to chuck in certain herbs. I tend to go with mixed herbs, which I love to
And is this all gluten free?
It's all gluten free, it's all fresh, and you know, it's great because you know what's in it. I'm just throwing in now some all-purpose seasoning in there as well. And just basically brown the beef until it's fully brown, as you prefer. I've actually chosen some organic beef here, but obviously you can use whichever one you prefer. What I love about this meal is how simple and quick it is to make. Preparation wise, it doesn't take any time at all. You know, you're done within seconds, just chopping up your peppers and chopping up your onions and so on. So just keep that going. Keep your eye obviously on the rice as well and make sure that's boiling through properly and nicely. Make sure the hob isn't too hot as well. Yeah. I look forward to this meal. It's one of my favourite meals of the week and I tend to make it maybe once or twice a week. Sometimes I'll make it with some chicken. Obviously in this instance we've got beef. You can choose any meat really and make it with that. And you can really chuck in any seasoning or any preferences or spices that you like and make it to your taste. Everyone's different obviously. But this is just something that I find very easy, and when I've got guests coming around, for example, it's a really quick and easy meal to make, and most people go away feeling rather happy with the meal that they've had, so that's good for me. So as you can see now, the beef is browning nicely. The onions as well. It's got a lovely smell, it's got a lovely flavour. It's one of those smells that as soon as you walk into the room you want to eat whatever's on the hob. And it's great for all the family. And I actually also sometimes make a vegetarian version, which you'll be able to see in one of the videos that we'll be showing very soon. So as you can see there, the meat is now nicely browned. What I'm going to do next is just throw in some more of the raw peppers here up onto the red ones. Just stir that together. And then I will also throw in the rest of the peppers. So here, as you can see, it's just the rest of the yellow and the red peppers. And I just leave that sizzling away nicely. And it's just some lovely, beautiful colours. What I like about it is I like to pick bright and vibrant colours to put into my dishes, especially because I've made my own tomato sauce and it's just red. I like to put in some yellow and sometimes some green if I've got it as well, to give it some extra flavour and extra colour. So that's that, very, very simple. Throw in the rest of your onions. You can never have too many onions in my eyes. But obviously everyone's different, so use what you prefer, or use the amount of onions that you prefer. Just leave that to sizzle away. If you want to now, you can add some more herbs to keep the flavour coming through. I'm just going to put some more water into my rice here actually, because I feel that I don't want it to dry out or anything, and I want all the food to be ready at exactly the same time, so it just makes life easier, especially when you're feeding guests or whatever. just leave that, turn the hob up just a little bit. I mean, you can use a bigger frying pan or a wok or whatever it is you prefer. I'm just using this because it's just really simple, really easy. And the first thing to hand, oops, dropped me a pepper there. And just bring my tomato over that I've already prepared. And like I said to you, the tomato sauce I'm using here is just literally passata and some herbs. Some onions are chopped in there as well. Sometimes I'll use chopped tomatoes if that's all I've got, and sometimes I'll use fresh tomatoes if that's what I've got, and I'll make my own and just sort of blend it all together. So I'm going to now pour in the tomato sauce. Just put that all over the dish, like so. And then just stir it all in and make sure every single part of the dish is covered up. Really nice and simple. Sometimes I like to use red onions as well for extra colour. It depends on what I've got in the house really. In this instance I had lots of white, so I'm using my white onions. If you do run out of tomato sauce, sometimes I like to add a bit of tomato puree as well, just to add some extra colour and depth to the dish. And once that's all mixed together, just simply leave it to cook on its own. I tend to leave it on the hob now on a low heat for sort of between 15 and 20 minutes. Depends really on how thick I want it to be. So what I like to do is, as you can see, there's quite a lot here. So with this particular meal, we're going to be having it with rice. But tomorrow, if I've got any left over, I like to maybe have it in a tortilla wrap. I like to go for the gluten-free tortilla wraps, which I either make myself or I can buy from certain stores online, which are made with corn. So it's just a great way to, especially on a Sunday night, you know, when you want to have something ready for Monday evening as well. It's good to know that when you come in from work on a Monday evening after a busy day, you've got something there ready to have in the house. So that's it, you leave that now, like I said, sort of 15 to 20 minutes on the hob, leave it sizzling away, and the rice is also boiling over as well, as we can see. All you need to do is just keep your eye on it to make sure that it's cooking fine, and once that's done, it's ready to serve, and you can obviously have it as you prefer. Thank you.